If you're suffering from any form of emotional health problem, maybe it is anxiety, maybe it's depression, maybe just lacking motivation, maybe you just can't find a reason to get up in the morning, I want to give you a tool that's going to help you really, really easy, because one of the key things that I find that really affects a lot of people is them not living their purpose. And let me explain what I mean by that. We all have a set of values that we live by, and that might be, the importance of family above work. It might be money above possessions, whatever it is, savings above spending. We all have a list of value sets, and it doesn't matter whether they're right or wrong. Everyone has their own belief system. That's irrelevant. What's really important is, are you living those value sets? So let me explain what I mean. If your most important thing in your life is your children, and you spend 90 hours a week working, you're going to get yourself into an emotional problem because you're not living your beliefs. You value your children over your work, but yet you spend more time at work than with your kids. This is the kind of stuff that's important. So there's a little trick that I often use that can help people like this quite dramatically. So open up a piece of paper, a Word document, anything you want. Bring up two columns, one titled time, the other titled values. In your time, what I want you to do is Monday to Friday, write down how many hours you spend doing what. So it might be you spend 4 hours a day at work. It might be you spend 2 hours a day driving. Whatever it is, write all those hours down and record them. And then do the same over the weekend. Same thing again, okay? Then what we need to do is work out what your value set is. Now, everyone has beliefs of what they really think. So they might say, no, I'm a family person. They say, oh, no, I'm an entrepreneur, whatever. What you want to do is put two things in your life up against each other and see what you go with. For example, let's say you have a really important business meeting on Friday night, and this could be worth a lot of money for your business. However, one of your kids comes home on a Wednesday, says they're getting an award that means a lot to them, and says it happened on Friday night. Are you going to your work meeting, or do you go to your kids' function? We can keep this going all the way through. For example, you have the opportunity to study interstate and complete something that's really significant, but you've also been given a job opportunity that is a really high-paying job if you stay. Do you go and do the study, or do you take the job? So this will allow you to produce a hierarchy of what they are. So let's say you value your children first, then your wife, then your job, then your career, and then your exercise regime. So let's say that's your value set and that's what you work out. What you need to then do is go across here and have a look at how many hours you spend doing what. So for example, if you spend 70 hours a week at work, you spend 2 hours per week with your wife, you spend 1 hour per week with the kids, then what you have is that your hierarchy of time is based upon number 1, your job, number 2, your wife, number 3, your kids. So the way you're living and the way you're distributing your time goes exactly opposite what your value set is. And if this is the situation that where you spend your time does not match your value set, you will have a conflict in your life. And if you have a conflict in your life, it's just a matter of time before you start having emotional problems of some sort. So this is a really simple way that you can go through and just make sure things are working together. If this is your hierarchy, then make sure that this is represented here. Now, of course, you still need to work. Remember, you have 8 hours of work, 8 hours of potential spare time, 8 hours of sleep per day, but then you also have an entire weekend, which is 48 hours. So there's no reason why you still can't spend 30 hours per week with your children, with your family, or whatever it is that you need to do. So take the time, put those things up against each other, work out what your value set is, all the different things you can think of in your life, put them against each other, and then once you've done that, compare them to where you spend your time and make sure they match. And if they don't, start working towards it, because it'll change your life. I'm Trevor Takuti. If you have any questions of any of this stuff, you want to know more, emotionally you're in real strife and you need some guidance getting about it, please just let me know. I'm more than happy to help you out in any way, shape or form. Feel free to message me personally or post up below. My team's always here for you. All right, I'm Trevor Takuti from SpineWise, and we'll catch you in the next vid. Bye for now.